Hello friends, welcome back. Hearty welcome to you. Let us look at this interesting example related to compound interest as part of 10th grade syllabus commercial mathematics. A man borrowed a sum of money and agrees to pay off by paying 3150 at the end of the first year and 4410 at the end of the second year. If the rate of the compound interest is 5% per annum, find the sum borrowed. So, this is a problem in which the man is not finishing the transaction at the end of the first year, or he is not directly paying at the end of the second year, but he is doing part payment. That means he is paying part of the amount to be paid at the end of the first year and the remaining amount at the end of the second year. So this is the scenario. So let's try to understand these three scenarios so that it will become easy for us to approach the problem. Let's look at the first scenario. The first scenario is like this. The first scenario, I have taken X rupees at an interest of 5% per annum. I said I have enough money with me, so I will clear the total amount at the end of the first year. So first year I have cleared the amount. So what it will become now? Nothing but X into 1 plus 5 by 100. That is nothing but principal plus the interest. X is the principal and interest is X into 5 by 100. Both I have paid. So the transaction is over. And the second scenario is I have taken X amount from you at 5% interest, but I said that I can't pay it in 1 year. I need more time, so I will pay you at the end of the second year. So I said that I can't give you any money in the middle, don't ask me for interest also, I will pay you everything at the end of the second year. So this scenario, the formula will become X into 1 plus 5 by 100 whole square, because at the end of the first year the amount left out will become the principal for the second year. So we know that in the second year the principal is X into 1 plus 5 by 100. Again I have to do 5% interest on that. So we know that the formula is X into 1 plus 5 by 100 and whole square. So in this case the total transaction is over in 2 years, and he is not paying any amount in the first year. He is just paying at the end of the second year the everything whatever needs to be paid. And the third scenario is related to our problem. Here I have taken X at 5% per annum and I said that okay, I can't finish it in first year, so I will not give you the complete amount at the end of the first year, and also I don't want to pay you at the end of second year the whole amount, because I am not sure I will be having enough money. So what I will do, I will pay you in installments. So I will pay you at the end of the first year. I will pay you at the end of the first year amount 3150. Then at the end of second year I will pay you the amount 4410. So what is the meaning of that? So at the end of first year I am paying you 3150. That means whatever the amount I have to pay at the end of the first year, this is the amount X into 1 plus 5 by 100. If I apply 5% interest on the principal, I have taken X, but I am not paying this total amount, I am paying only part of that. So the amount which is left out, on which if I apply 5% interest, that should be equal to 4410. This point should be pretty clear to you. What I am saying now, at the end of the first year the amount is X into 1 plus 5 by 100, which ideally should become my principal for the second year, but I have already paid you 3150 rupees. So you subtract that, this will become my new principal. This is my new principal. On this principal you apply the 5% interest, and the amount I have to pay, you told me that you paid 3150 as a part payment. Now I am telling you, for the remaining amount, if you apply the interest, you have to pay me 4410 rupees more. With that the transaction is over. So this is the scenario which we have to look into. So let's go ahead and now, if you understand this, let's write down the steps for this, how to do this problem. Let us say the man borrowed a sum of money X. So we'll say principal equal to X rupees, and if I apply 5% interest on that, if I apply 5% interest, then at the end of the first year, amount should be equal to P into 1 plus R by 100, and we'll substitute the values. We will have X into 1 plus 5 by 100, and if you simplify that, that is equal to 21x by 20. I can do 5 ones, 5 20s. 1 plus 1 by 20 is 21 by 20, so 21x by 20. So if the man hasn't paid 3150, this is first year case. When you go to the second year, ideally the principal of the second year, P2, should be 21x minus 20. But he paid already the amount. What is the amount he has paid? 3150 he has paid. Now this is new principal for the second year. On this principal, I have to apply interest of 5% and I have to find out what is the amount. That amount should be equal to 4410 rupees. This is the logic we have to understand. So at the end of the first year, ideally if I haven't paid anything, my total amount will be 21x by 20. When I go to the second year, that should be my principal. That is the concept behind the compound interest. Compound interest concept is whenever the compounding period is changing, the amount whatever is there, that will become the principal for the next period. But 3150 the man has already paid, so the amount he has to pay now, which is remaining, is 21x by 20 minus 3150. Now let's apply this formula. What we will do now, we will say, so therefore 21x by 20 minus 3150 into 1 plus R by 100. P into 1 plus R by 100 will give me the amount. This should be equal to 4410, and you know R equal to 5%, so I can substitute that. So can I say 21x by 20 minus 3150 is equal to, simplify this, this is 1 time and 20 time, it is 21 by 20, so can I write down 4410 into 20 by 21. If you simplify that, you will get 4200 rupees. Let's go to the next step. So we have now 21x by 20 equal to 3150 plus 4200, which is equal to 7350. So I have 21x by 20 equal to 7350. So that means x equal to 7350 into 20 by 21. You simplify that, you will get 350 times it will go. 350 into 20 is 7000 rupees. So 7000 rupees is the amount the man has borrowed. So let's verify this whether this is correct or not by just substituting the value. So we know now that the man has borrowed 7000 rupees. Okay, so x is 7000. That means amount at the end of the first year is 7000 into 1 plus 5 by 100. So if you simplify that, that will be nothing but equal to 7000 into 21 by 20 or 7350 rupees. That's the amount at the end of the first year. So ideally when I go to the second year, the principal should be 7350, but my principal will be now 7350 minus the amount you have already paid, that is 3150. So principal becomes now 4200. On 4200 I have to apply 5% interest. That's nothing but into 1 plus 5 by 100. You simplify that again, you will get 4200 into 21 by 20. You simplify that, you will get 4410. That is exactly the amount what is mentioned in the problem. So that makes clear that whatever the value we got, that is correct, and the logic we have approached is correct. So the point we have to remember is very simple, that whenever a part payment is done, when you go to the next year, generally the previous year amount is taken as the principal for the next year, when we have part payment, we have to subtract the installment amount, whatever is paid, from the principal of the next year, so that we can calculate the amount to be paid at the end of the next year. So that's an interesting problem which I thought I will share with you. So I'll catch you once again with another interesting example. Please do send your feedback. Thank you once again. Bye for now.